Imagine being told that you can't do something because someone doesn't believe in you or they don't believe you're capable. Being constantly put down and discouraged from doing something that you really want to do just because of your gender. I know that feeling. So I'm going to tell you a story about a girl named Maya. She loved to build, like she absolutely loved it. And she loved it so much that she participated in their middle school science fair. So she built a small bridge and it works. And a boy approaches her and tells her that she shouldn't be building and she should do something more girly. And she brushed it off in the moment, but the more she thought about it, the words tended to stick. So after the science fair, she like stopped doing all STEM stuff because the words just like stuck to her so much and it affected her like mindset. It wasn't until a teacher approached her and it started to encourage her into getting back into the things that she loved to do, which is building. So in conclusion, she realized her worth and she started getting back into building, and she realized that other opinions doesn't matter except for hers. Gender inequality continues to shape everyday experiences through stereotypes, expectations, unequal opportunities. It limits one's freedom to fully express himself and reach their full potential. And it's a problem that needs change today. So we're going to talk about the original commonplaces, and I'm going to transform it, and then I'm going to say why it's better. So to start, some commonplaces include act like a lady, man up, boys don't cry, and that's a man's or a woman's job. Now, reasons people believe these include that they're being taught it from childhood, whether it's from their teachers, their friends, their parents. TV shows, movies, ads, they all display that type of message. And another reason is that it's sort of like in some families, it's sort of a tradition. Now, the commonplace I'm going to be focusing on is that's a man's or a woman's job. Reasons people believe this is because, like I said, it was in traditions in families. So we all know that men are seen as providers, while women are seen more as caretakers. So these ideations are still enforced today, which is why people are still held to these standards. People are comfortable with familiarity because people, they tend to trust what they're used to seeing. So if someone sees a man being in construction or a woman being as a nurse or a teacher, they're assuming that that's how it's supposed to be. Now the evidence is all around us. When you drive by a construction site, who are you most likely to see working? Or if you're in a doctor's office or you're somewhere in that medical industry, who do you see that's more nurses? So these stereotypes are harmful and need to be changed because it limits people and reinforces unfair stereotypes, creates self-doubt, and enforces inequality. Now to my transform commonplace, it says, instead of using that's a man's or a woman's job, we can start saying anyone can do any job. And the core idea is abilities is based on skill, effort, and interest, rather than gender. Gender stereotypes are learned, not natural. And breaking stereotypes creates freedom. Now the proof of these core ideas is women succeed in STEM, men succeed in caregiving roles, and research shows that a diverse workplace performs better. Policies and practice that need to be changed is more encouraging students or children that they can do any job, no matter their gender, what they're interested in, anything like that. And parental expectations. Children should be encouraged by their parents to explore all interests, no matter what it is, no matter what gender, whatever. And language used. Stop using phrases like, that's a man's or a woman's job, man up, boys don't cry, and use language that encourages them to want to make that step. Because language shapes beliefs. Some outcomes. People reach their full potential when they choose something they really want to do, to work for. And it induces less judgment and social pressures, and future generations grow with more freedom. In conclusion, gender inequality is still an issue in today's society. It doesn't have to be. I encourage you to do what you want and refuse judgment of any kind, because it's your life, not theirs. Remember, work is not defined by gender, it's defined by effort, skills, and interest. Anyone can do any job.